Hi guys, it's Pat here, CEO of Plair. I just wanted to do a quick demo video of what Plair has been working on these last few months. So bear with me. Some of these features we won't go through today. We'll go through primarily the organizing tournaments and joining tournaments feature, which is kind of the meat of phase one. All right, so thanks and enjoy. You can see here as Plair's homepage, we have banners up that actually show some of the most popular tournaments going on when Plair's launched. So for instance, this one's hosted by Plair. We could have tournaments that are hosted by games such as Dota, PUBG, Counter-Strike, Fortnite, etc., etc. This can also be hosted by esports teams or anybody that's kind of a little that kind of wants to host a bigger tournament that needs some more eyes. We will actually put them here. You can see here on the bottom, you see popular tournaments that are running. You have Dota, PUBG, Counter-Strike, etc., etc. Right? So through these are done by organizations that you can start as a user yourself, right? So you can create an organization for 10 of your friends, and people may follow you and want to play against you as you guys kind of build up your credibility on Plair. All right. You see here, you can see your friends, you can chat with them. Right now it's a basic chat, but later on we want to implement stuff like you being able to challenge your friend directly, to play a match, right, in any of the games that we may offer. So we want to do kind of like more integrations for the chat and more social interactions for our users to speak to each other easily, right? So everything will kind of be tailored around social interacting, being able to start different kinds of player tools, games, etc. through chat as well. All right, let's close this. You have organized tournaments here. These are actually for a lot of organizations like I mentioned, like you, or it could be XSO5, running tournaments through their esports cafes. They may not want to create a new account for every single one, so they can actually create one organization called XSO5 and then create multiple regional tournaments under that. So actually you can just go to the XSO5 profile and view all their ongoing tournaments in any one cyber cafe at a time. All right. Then of course you'll have the e-commerce shop. That's not up yet, but that will enable you to purchase goods with the Plair token, such as Steam credits, or it could be NVIDIA video cards or gaming rigs, keyboards, mice, whatever you can dream of. That's kind of like a gamer's heaven we can provide, right? We do have distribution contracts with multiple gaming hardware companies that we have amassed over the time while dealing with PandaQ and their sponsorships. So it's going to be a big help. You can obviously see any teams that you made, and once you're in the teams, you can actually create quick matches through those teams and challenge other teams directly. All right, so let's get into organizing tournaments. So here, after you click on organizing tournaments, you can, if you don't have an organization, you can create a new one. But as you can see, we've created one called Plair Number One. Through this, basically, I can create multiple tournaments as Plair Number One. So as I was saying earlier, this could be XSO5, right? XSO5 could be the organization that they're running. So when they click on this, you can see that under Plair Number One, the organization, you can see that we have 1,300 followers. And then you can see all the ongoing tournaments and past tournaments that are going on. Excuse the little details. This is a demo, so we just wanted to kind of let you see this, guys. Let you guys see the structure. All right. So you can see you can create a banner for the organization as well. All right, just to kind of market yourselves. All right. So let's go to create tournament. So here we are. When you're creating a tournament, you can actually select your game first. So let's select Dota 2. So within this, you'll see basic info. So we've selected Dota 2. You can change that game if you want. You can type in the tournament name, the description, your tournament's contact info. So if any of the players come on board, they can actually reach out by email, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you guys want to offer for that. And you can also create a header banner here. All right. Let's hit next. So here's some more tournament settings. So depending on which game you're playing, these will change. So Dota, you can play single elimination bracket, one-day tournaments, or multi-day tournaments. For this purpose, we chose one-day tournament. You can see we can say tournament start day on the 25th of September, which is in the past. Like I said, this is for demo purposes. Starting at 12 p.m. You can have a registration start date, registration end date, which will allow people ample time to register for your tournament. Since it's a single day tournament, we can do a break time between games. This will allow you to basically, go grab a snack, use the bathroom, get a water or a Gatorade or something, to kind of fuel you up for the next match, right, as you move on. So you can see tournament schedules here. It's all on the same day. This time will change. This is all demo data, right? Advanced fields, you can actually pick and choose the region and server you want to play in. So, for instance, if you're in Asia, you can play in the Taiwan server. If you're in the US, you can play in the US server, US server instead, right? And you can limit the amount of registrations. Unlimited just means that you can actually have more than the registered users in case other people drop out. The new ones will kind of jump in. All right. You have rules here. The rules are actually pretty standard. These rules we'll go and set these up for you guys. Since we're using smart contracts, all the rules will be generally the same, given different types of games. So it will just change from game to game. All right. Then you can set the prize pool, which is here we put 1,000 tokens or 1,000 player tokens. All right. You can add a second place if you want a third place. It's up to you guys to set this rule. So that way, if you're playing a large game of PUBG, maybe you want to reward the first, second, and third place players. All right, sit next. Here, so what's interesting that we're doing that some other ones are not is that we're allowing you to enter in some stream links right now. I know we did mention that we're going to do streaming. Since we are not really releasing our stream product yet, we did want to give our users the opportunity to actually punch in a Twitch link or a YouTube link which will embed directly into the tournament preview section, so that users outside of the tournament and users on Plair can actually watch and see what each individual player is playing like. Right? You can actually watch their cameras and watch them play live, which I'll show you in a second. You can set the publishing settings to private or public. If it's private, obviously we will not list it on our tournament section. If it's public, then by all means we will list it and everyone will be able to see it. They'll be able to join it. Even if they don't join it, they can enter in the lobby and chat with you guys. They can watch the streams, etc., etc. All right, so let's hit done. Here afterwards, you can actually invite your friends directly to the tournament. You can send them an invite link, email, etc., etc. And then if they have an account, then they'll be asked to invite you. They will confirm and they'll automatically join. If they don't have an account, then what they'll do is they'll be put through an easy account registration process of email, password, and a handle, right? Very, very simple. And you actually will collect some player tokens as a referral bonus. All right, how cool is that? All right, let's finish this. So now now after that's done, you've created a tournament. Now this is a join tournament section. So you've created the tournament, Dota 2 Ultimate Tournament 2019. Okay. From that, what we're doing is people have searched and found this tournament within this tournament section here. This is the overview of what that tournament is. So these are all the data you punched in earlier. How much is the prize pool, how much is second place, the registered teams that are so far in here. You can join this directly. You can read the announcements here. You can see there's streamers that are actually streaming. So let's click on this here. So when we click on this, it will actually bring up this stream here. So as you can see, it's streaming away. And then you see at the bottom, it'll show you who it is. You can follow this team, build up their users, and you can actually donate tokens to them directly. The reason why we want to do this is because we believe that every user in Plair should be rewarded for their actions. Such as once their streaming site is up, all the viewers of the streams will actually be rewarded for spending time watching the content that our users have created, right? So in return, we hope that you guys are willing to donate player tokens to your favorite players and esports athletes, right? Because that's how we want Plair to be. We want it to be an ecosystem driving, potentially an earning for a lot of these people, right? And so we can continue making gaming fun for everyone. All right, so let's close this and let's join this tournament. So here, when you join a tournament, we'll list off a couple of teams that you might have created. So you can actually create your own separate teams. Maybe some of your teams have 4 different players that are your friends. Other games like PUBG, maybe you have another 3 or 4 different players that are your friends. So we specifically let you choose your teams and categorize them according to what game you're playing. If you don't have a team here, obviously you can create one. But for all intents and purposes, we have created a team alpha for this demo. So let's join this. So once you join, it'll immediately ask you, your portion of staking is 100 player tokens, right? The PT will change to PLA later on. So what happens here is that we are asking you ahead of time to confirm. And the nice thing about this confirmation is we're actually working with we're actually working with Safe Haven to integrate this wallet so that they can help us streamline the staking process, right? It could be as easy as you just punching in a PIN number that you've created to double confirm the fact that you do want to stake these tokens into the smart contract for the tournament. All right, so game staking 100 player tokens. This is kind of your share. It will be like 100 times 10, right? It would be 1,000 player tokens. All right, so let's confirm this, and now you're in. So you can see here we've been added here, Team Alpha, and you just have to wait for the game to start. And once it starts, you just come in, you'll join, and then we'll basically launch Dota 2 for you and keep track of all your stats through the API. And once it's done, hopefully you'll be the winner. And once you're the winner, we'll make sure that Plair will pay you out through the smart contract automatically so that there's no disputes. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy this demo. Again, we want to thank you for all your support during these last few months. Without you guys, VeChain's community, the ecosystem, Plair definitely would not be where they are now. All right, so thanks again, guys. Talk to you later.